Hi, stationery friends. Um, it hasn't been very long since my last video, but I used to make a bunch of like plan with me videos, and I thought I would try and bring that back. Um, I haven't changed book at all. I'm still in my Hobonichi Weeks, which is in this Snuffkin Tian cover, which is my prized possession. Um, as you can see, I got my nails done. I really like them. They're sort of birthday nails because my birthday's in a few weeks, which is the week we're going to be planning for in my planner, because I like to decorate the weeks ahead of time. I usually decorate 2 or 3 weeks out, just so it's planning, right? So I can write things down that I need to do. So yeah, that's about it. And I guess we'll get into it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to talk in this video. I guess we'll see. So this is the current week. I really like this deco. The stickers are from Book of Moths on Instagram, Shaylee's Instagram, and the tape is from Planner Monkey Co. I think it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a lot more vibrant than what I usually go for, but I really like it. And it's like the Summerween sticker sheet. Well, one of the Summerween sticker sheets. And I figured it's the second last week of summer. I put summer in quotes because summer in my brain ends at the end of August, even though technically the summer solstice isn't, I think, until the 21st of September, but whatever. I decorated this week with some of Bronte's stickers. Um, I believe these are the ones she gave me when I met her in New York, which was very sweet of her. I really like the color scheme she had for these ones. And then this is the week for my birthday week and the first week of September. And as you can see, I haven't actually drawn in the lines yet because I figured I would do that with you, since my last few plan with me's I think were just technically decorate with me's. But yeah, so let's get into it. Just moving my water because all my water was blocking like all the stuff that I needed on my in my stationery tote. So this is a Staedtler Tri Plus fine liner. I used to only write with these in my bullet journals in high school. This one is Dove Gray. I used to use the black one exclusively, and I liked it when the tip wore down on one side, so I had like a flat, thick line. But yeah, I just used this in the Dove Gray to draw my delineating lines in this planner because I think it's close to not close, but like it's not black, so it's not as harsh, and it's close-ish to the color of the grid. Maybe I'll edit this the way other people do, where it's like cutting between them doing nice precise lines, because I always find that, oh no, I find that very satisfying when people like chop the editing so it's 1 1 1 1. I find that so satisfying. If I can figure out how to do that, and I'll cut out my audio, I will. Okay, so I think I've decided I'm going to use some Megan Rhiannon stickers because I've been hoarding them for forever. Um, I used to I used to buy stickers from her when she was able to ship internationally, and as such, I have been saving them since she no longer ships internationally. She has digital stickers, and I like those a lot, but I'm so lazy. I don't really like fussy cutting. I know that's a lot of people find it very, um, what's the word? Relaxing, I guess. I can't think of the other word. You know what I mean. When people find it like relaxing and meditative is the word. I don't find it to be such. I find it very stressful, even though I have the like little scissors that like they're right here. I have these little ones that I find these easier to fussy cut with because you're just like this, and I find more control than like regular scissors. But I still find it so stressful. That's also why I don't really use PET tape, or pet tape. I don't know. But yeah. So I grabbed this Yohaku washi to go along with it, and I guess we'll just decorate a little bit now. I don't know if I discussed, but I'll probably say when I write it in. But my birthday is the 2nd. I'm going to be 25, which is kind of jarring. It's like quarter life, I guess. It's also leaving my early 20s, which is kind of scary. Um, I feel like I, without getting too morbid, I didn't think I'd live this long. And it's really shocking every year to still have a birthday. And it's not like I don't get sad. A lot of people I know get sad. Um, it's not sad for me. It's more just like contemplative. And I find it strange to, I don't know, have to continue to age every year. And I've also, I don't know, I feel like I haven't done much growing in the past few years, especially because I turned 20 in 2020. I was born in 2000. And as a result, a lot of my early 20s were sort of in lockdown, which isn't a bad thing. As you know, I still mask. I don't, the pandemic never really ended. And I have a lot of friends that are, or not a lot of friends, but I have some friends with long COVID and complications that came out of COVID. And I don't know if, is YouTube still censoring topics around this? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I have a lot of weird feelings. It's not melancholic per se, but it's not super joyful. I just don't. I don't know. Like I don't really know what I'm supposed to talk about while I'm doing all my stickering. Um, yeah, it's just an interesting sort of place to occupy when you haven't really gotten, not the, I don't know. I didn't really get to do a lot in my early 20s because I have been in school, and during school I was also, well, I was in school, and then there was lockdown, and then I was still in school, and I was up north away from all of my friends, and then a bunch of my friends all left the city while I was gone. And then I had friends up north who all went home after they graduated, and I hadn't graduated yet because well, I'm autistic and disabled. I have a reduced course load, so while everyone was taking 5 classes at a time in order to graduate in 4 years, I was taking 4 to 3 classes at a time. And then I was supposed to go abroad in 2021, and then it canceled last minute because of ongoing lockdowns. And then the following year, I had a health crisis and had to take another semester off because when my abroad was canceled, it was too late for me to register for any classes, so I was forced to take a semester off, and then had to take another semester off the following year because of a health crisis. And so I was then even farther behind. So it took me about, if you don't count the year if you don't count those 2 semesters I was off, it took me about 6 years to get my degree. As you know, I just finished. And I started right out of high school. And I'm going to be 25 and I'm finally finishing my degree. And it's a lot of time. And it's kind of, I don't know. I wish I could have done it differently, but there's really nothing I could have done differently. I'm sorry, this is getting like so sad. I didn't mean for it to. I'm checking the back to see what color I want to do, because I have this pink here and I kind of like that pink. Smoke red or mild red? No, I think I'll do smoke red. I also have some Tombos swatched here, but I like this. I think I'm going to do this mild smoke red, which is part of the newer mild liner set. I got these, I don't remember, but it's all in Japanese. So the reason I know what the colors are is because I looked them up online. Most of my mild liners are actually in Japanese. I have very few of the ones that are written in English, but like, I don't care. It's fine. Sorry, I'm gonna pause to have a drink. Yeah, I think that's cute. So this one. I have a bit of a formula for... yeah, no, I'll do currently here. I have a bit of a formula for the way I set up my pages. I can do some... I'll show you later. So there... There we go. Okay, and then... Oh shoot, I miscounted, sorry. There we go. Okay, so for my pages, I always do currently reading. I used to do currently like watching as well, but I don't watch much. Like, it's a little sad. A lot of people, like, my partner loves movies and TV. I don't watch movies or TV. I will watch it with them, but I don't watch it on my own. I have a hard time watching new media, which is, I don't know, it might be the autism, but like I find new media a lot to process, and it takes a lot for me to watch it, and as a result, I mostly watch YouTube because it's just people talking to me, and I don't have to like look for context. I don't have to look for deeper meaning. I don't have to do stuff like that. And yeah, so I find it easier to watch YouTube videos or watch documentaries because I don't have to analyze things, which is really sad because I love to read. I love to analyze things that way, but as I've mentioned a billion times, I'm autistic, so looking at faces and trying to understand intent, I think, takes me a lot longer. And so when I watch a movie that I haven't seen before, especially with especially live action things, I'm okay with cartoons, but I love cartoons. I love animation. I love anime as well. But when I watch things in live action, I'll watch an episode and then I will take like half an hour to process the episode. Especially now that all TV shows for some reason are movie length. I don't know what that's about, but um, if an episode of a TV show is like 50 minutes, then I need half an hour to try and process everything I just watched. So I can't binge things. And that's why I like animation much more, because I don't need that processing time, I find. Because a lot of the things are either said straight up, or if it's implied, I can usually understand that without having to analyze people's body movements and stuff like that. I don't know. This is just my guess. This is what my partner has suggested to me is the reason why I have trouble watching these things. My partner's also autistic and they don't have this problem. I don't know. I think I'm just weird. But not in a like I'm not like other girls weird, but like there's something deeply wrong with me weird. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I keep yapping and forgetting to do the thing that I'm here to do, which is decorate my planner. One of the other problems I've been having is the fact that with these stickers, I've already used up a lot of the good ones. Like this was a mocha pot. These were headphones, like wired headphones, which I love wired headphones. I need to get back into using wired headphones because I have them. I don't know if my iPod is in the frame. I have them for my iPod, and I just got an adapter for my phone because my phone doesn't have a headphone jack. Why did they take away the headphone jack? But yeah, so let's go. I'm sorry, I'm not talking much because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. This is going to end up being very similar in format to the... Shoot, where did I find this? This is going to be very similar in format to the other one where I put top, bottom, one little bit here. But it's fine. I don't care that much. Yeah. I just think it's my book. I do what I want. And if I don't like it later, which happens every so often where I will do a spread and then I get to the week and I'm like, wow, I hate it. And then I change it around, which is quite annoying, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna lift this up. Ugh. That was horrible to listen to. I'm sorry. And then I put it right back. Great. Oh well. Cool. And then, oh no! That was loud, sorry. Maybe I should have put that down here. Sorry, this is just clips of me being indecisive. I don't like this piece of tape anyway. I didn't like the way it cut. Or ripped, I guess. Why am I doing this? Oh no! I threw the sticker on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Don't let me move it again. And I think that's good for the stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can only do things in odd numbers because it staggers them better. And I'll just put these away after. Okay. So I need to put in the stickers for here and the stuff that is the actual plans. So these stickers are the ones that I use for the titles here. They are from Planner Monkey Co. Oop, sorry Smisky. I think I'm gonna use the knocked over Smisky again, sorry bud. I think I'm going to use the typewriter font. Or maybe I should use the... Okay, changed my mind. Jeez, maybe I'll move him over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now for actual plans. I don't know what's going on this week because let's see. I use Google Calendar on my phone for big events. Okay, it's just Labor Day and my birthday in here. But yeah, for like big events, I use Google Calendar on my phone because I guess I don't need to use it anymore because the reason I was using it is because it's attached to my, well, I have 2 email accounts. One of them is attached to my university. The other one is not attached to anything. It's just my email. But the university one is, my university is a Google-based ecosystem, I guess. And as such, all my classes were in Google Calendar. I don't have classes anymore. And so I guess I don't need to use Google Calendar anymore, but I like using it because it has my color codes, and my color codes match the stickers in here. but I just realized I can use my iPad, which is out of frame. But yeah, I'll just use my iPad to tell me what. Oh, that would be important. I would need to write that down. Um, I have therapy on the third, so yeah, that's good to know. Okay, so that is everything. At least those are all the plans I have for now. I guess I'll write them in for you, and then we'll be done. Sorry, this is probably, I meant for this to be a short video, but I was yapping for forever. Oh well. I'm assuming if you've watched this far, you don't mind. Ugh, it's an ugly tea. So there's that. And then today, birthday is Labor Day. If I was still in school, this would have been, I don't know about elsewhere, but in Ontario, school always starts on the first Tuesday of September. My first day of high school was a Tuesday. Which was my birthday. My first day of university was my birthday. I don't know if it's like, I don't know how many years go between it, but it's just a wild coincidence that my first day of high school was my birthday. And then my first day of university was my birthday, and now my first day of not being in university is also my birthday. My first school year starting where I'm not in school is also my birthday. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, over here I usually write in my habit trackers, but I don't tend to write those in because I have been changing things. I need to add a new one because I did Duolingo for several years. Okay, so I had a French streak on Duolingo that was 1,400 days-ish. So that's quite a few years. And then Duolingo laid off a whole bunch of people that worked there in favor of AI. And I was so angry about that I just deleted the app. Also, my mom had accidentally, she signed up for background. My mom also does Duolingo. She's learning Italian. I do French, or I did French. And then she signed up for a trial of whatever their premium version is. I don't remember what it's called, Super Duolingo maybe. But she signed up for that, and then she forgot to cancel it for like 2 years. So we had Super Duolingo, the family plan, for me, my mom, and my partner. But yeah, I got so angry about the AI layoffs that I deleted the app and I didn't care about my streak. Then I started learning chess, and I've been trying to learn with chess.com. And it's alright. But then my mom was like, oh, they have it on Duolingo. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it again just to learn the basics. And now I've been doing it for like 3 days, and it's actually helping more than chess.com, which is really annoying because I'm still mad at Duolingo. I'm not going to give them any of my money, but like it's free. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's bad or immoral to use it, but I don't know, it's really complicated. I have very complex feelings about AI. I don't like generative AI, but I recognize that certain types of AI like are used to, like, Google in and of itself is an AI. I'm not well versed enough to speak on this topic, so don't ask me questions. But I don't like generative. I don't know. I don't like AI that steals people's art and words. I don't like that it has a huge environmental impact. I don't like that it's taking people's jobs. There's a whole bunch of things, but I know that it can be used to, like, find cancer markers and stuff like that, and I know that it can be a tool. I just wish it wasn't so destructive, and I wish that it wasn't plagiarizing artists, and maybe I'll cut this out. I don't like it. Anyway, gonna write in Duolingo. Anyway, this is my, I didn't even show you friggin', this is this week, but this is the final spread for my birthday week. Yeah, I might make plans in here. These are all I have so far. It's also 2 weeks out. I say 2 weeks, there's only this week, but this week just started, it's Monday. But yeah, I'll bring it a little closer so you can see it better. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry if this is a little boring, but yeah, thank you so much. Take care, bye-bye.